everything. You know, tendon. All right, guys, let's get into the cooking. All right, let's see if we can cook these up first. Oil. Actually, you can put a little more oil because you want them to really, you know, there's plenty of meat. So I got like 2 of these bowls. So I'm gonna put a little bit more than normal. All right, once you're done with that, pan is hot. You put the scallion, onion in there. Let it get golden. You want the heat quite high on this also. There you go. Start putting in your chicken, as you can see right there. Shred it all out. Oh, gotta get that out. Didn't see that. This is from the pho. This is like a star anise. And here's the little bone. Actually, it's the chicken's. It's not a bone. There you go. And I got a bunch more. Make sure your heat is high. You don't want to stir too much because the chicken is already kind of shredded, so you're going to break it into a smaller chunk. Okay. Start seasoning. So I'll put pepper. Okay. A lot of pepper. Maybe a teaspoon of sugar. Okay. And then you got maybe about 2 teaspoons of fish sauce. Okay. And now, stir it up. More pepper in there. There you go. Alright guys, keep stirring until it's golden yellow. See how I like that piece? They get really dry up. And do be careful to eat this. Good to go for me. Welcome back to the channel. What are you eating? As you can see earlier, I was cooking this dish in the kitchen to show you guys how to cook it, how to make it. This dish right here is actually come from a chicken that is left over, and I don't mean leftovers like we eat it and then this is left, but it's more of like a trash. Okay, is you use the chicken to cook the chicken pho noodle. Pho is that kind of like I think everybody know that beef pho, and then there's a chicken pho. Pho is a Vietnamese dish. But you use the chicken to cook, to get the broth, you know, out of it. Cook the base of that pho. And guess what you do with the chicken? You throw it away because it's probably cooked for about 4 to 5 hours. And then, I mean, the meats are really tender and it's almost break apart. And nobody, people want to eat the pho. They don't want to eat this right here. But I don't know if, I don't think there's a lot of other people that does it, but I love this dish. And I know it's weird. I know it's trash, but there's something good about it. Is that right here? Let me show you guys. This is the final result from there. You can see that it is nice and dry. And then you want it to dry. You don't want it really soggy. So, and you see how all the seasoning are kind of get into there, the seasoning afterward, okay? And why do I like this so much? This dish is because imagine you take a meat and you cook it in a broth with ginger, onion, seasoning for 4 to 5 hours. All that seasoning just absorb into this chicken right here, right? It's tender. All the tendons are cooked soft and tender, right? So you get like this texture, and also the flavor is in there. And so why not use it to recook it, right? Because there's all the taste in there. All you need to add is, some extra flavor that you want, pepper and things like that in there, and it's make it a perfect dish. Okay, perfect dish. You can put this on a bread. You can, this one right here, I eat it with sriracha sauce to give it a flavor, because honestly, you can add a lot of stuff to it. And I think the fun thing about this dish is you can add a bunch of flavor to it afterward, and it's still very tasty. So let me do one without it. Give you guys kind of how it. It's so soft, almost melt in your mouth, almost. But you can taste all the flavor in there. So good. I can eat the whole plate of this thing. And sometime put some sriracha sauce on it. I already put some pepper in there earlier. I chopped up some green pepper with the garlic and the onion, but that's not enough. So look at that. Right there. Sriracha sauce, so good. Hopefully that came out. To make it so good. To make it even weirder, right? Well, guys, I hope you're interested. I hope you make it one day. One day, maybe you just see somebody cook some pho chicken, and they're like, wait, I'm gonna throw it away. Say, hey, can I have some of those? Bring it home, make this dish, and try it out. Or you can cook some pho, and then whatever's left, either the beef, the chicken, make it like this. Throw whatever seasoning you want on there. Throw a bunch of garlic, put some Cajun seasoning in there, butter, onion. Just make sure that you make it so that it's, usually because they cook it, it's very kind of soggy and moist. And when you eat it, it's just like it's like a dough. So what you do is, as you can see, I actually cook this the moment I put it in, and keep stirring it until until it's very dry. Okay, keep it so that it's kind of separated. We actually call this a shredded chicken, right? So it's like shredded out like this, and because it's already cooked, you just your hand, you just pretty much break it apart. You don't have to sit there and tear each one of these pieces out. Okay, but the meat is so tender and so good. Yeah, give it a try. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe. And I got more video to come, more weird stuff that I can show you guys. Peace out.